I absolutely hate shaving because no matter how many times I do it, like a week later, it just all grows back. I don't even understand why I keep up with it at this point. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is John, and today I wanted to talk about something that I thought was pretty interesting and just something that I was thinking about while I was bartending at work. If you know anything about me, you know I'm a very big fan into looter shooters, but also games where decisions matter, like Mass Effect, Dragon Age, anything with a reputation system, Star Wars The Old Republic, you know, games like that, where your companions can like or hate what you do. Fallout 4 is a great example, where, you know, and karma systems too. You know, basically a game where your choices have an effect. If you do good things happen. If you do bad things happen. But as I was thinking about stuff like this, it made me realize that I think one of the biggest reasons that whenever companies make a sequel or a prequel or just anything that is following up with a game with a reputation system, it almost always flops if they get rid of the reputation system. I would almost guarantee that your game will fail if you had a reputation system and you completely get rid of it. I think the biggest reason why people like a reputation system is because your decisions make it so, oh, I light this candle on fire. Everyone in the town loved it. Well, now I want to know what happens whenever I don't light that candle on fire. So you replay the game, or you'll save your load, you'll save the game before you make the decision, you load back, and then you replay it. And I think that increases, I almost said longevity, but it increases the time you spend on the game itself. Now, I know that not a lot of people really care about something like that, but I just thought that this is just an interesting thing to talk about. And I think that, like, replayability is the thing that keeps a game alive. And not a lot of people really jump into that. And I think if whenever you remove a reputation, like take Mass Effect Andromeda for example, right? In Mass Effect Andromeda, I think the biggest reason, besides like a lot of tech issues and not having to do with Commander Shepard, that it didn't really do well is because you removed a reputation system. As much as you hate to admit it, and as much as we as gamers hate to admit it, we kind of like the red and blue. I like the red and blue colors, but mainly because of, if I said something wrong here, like I didn't say the nicest thing in this conversation, I might not get an opportunity to say the ultimate nicest thing, because in Mass Effect, the more Paragon you have, you can open new dialogue options, which was really big into replayability. Have you ever talked to the elusive man with the ultimate Paragon dialogue option? It's so crazy that it's so easy to mess up not being able to do it, but I digress. Now, I bring this up because I think we're getting into basically our next generation of video games. We're getting a lot of the games that have been worked on and are currently in development, and they've been just kind of getting no diddy. They're getting I guess I would say prominently adjusted, and everyone is kind of getting ready to, I would say, leak some of their games, and I'm hoping that as we go forward into video games and gaming in general, that we get more opportunities to have games that have decisions that matter, because I think those games last longer. I think the biggest way to get a successful game, from everything that I've noticed with just video games in general, is you want people to replay your game. You want other people to sit down and say, you know what, dude, there's a million games on the planet, but I want to play this. Like, Mass Effect has been around for a very long time, and I've played that game over and over and over again. That game comes up in my mind. That is like my #1 game of all time, is Mass Effect. Like, it is my fucking pride and joy. I've done every single side objective over and over again. If I play it all the way through. Every time I scan every planet till they're all depleted. I scan every planet in 3. I look at every planet in 1. Like, I do everything, like literally everything. All because I want to get as many Easter eggs as I possibly can. And the best part about completing everything imaginable is sometimes you can find new small things that happen in the game that make a whole playthrough just a million times better. And I think, but the biggest reason people find those Easter eggs or learn about those things is because they play the game with the intent of making a new decision. Like, what happens if I blow up this colony versus not blowing up the colony, and how will that? And then not only having games that matter, having games that consistently save your data and you import it into. I think games that allow you to import your character from the previous game to the next one, on top of keeping all of the events in order and making it so it's like, oh yeah, key events have something that changed the storyline, the timeline. That's just amazing in my personal opinion. I think that makes me like super excited because there's so many details you can twist and move around that might make a whole new playthrough. And I don't really think there's a lot of games that have that, but I think that's a big reason why Dragon Age and Mass Effect were very big games and are still consistently very big games. I'm upset to see that the Dragon Age trailer wasn't very well liked, with resounding dislikes on it, but I'm still gonna try to play it. I never played Dragon Age Inquisition. I know that's probably pretty bad of me. The reason I never played it is because I played Dragon Age Origins, and then I played Dragon Age 2. I hated Dragon Age Origins at first, and then I went into Dragon Age 2, but then I was like, wait a minute, I hate this. I miss Origins. And then, so at first it was Origins was like 4 out of 10, trash, let's get out of this. Then I went into 2. 2 was probably like 6, 7 out of 10, cool, whatever, but I was like, man, I miss Origins. So I went back to Origins, and the second time I played it, 10 out of 10. Beautiful game. I added a few mods, QOL mods, quality of life, just some pretty simple things, auto loots, and so I don't have to keep going through every inventory. I made it so dog was always my companion, and it was just a fun little playthrough. But because my decisions changed, and because different things could be achieved if I did more details in the game, I wanted to replay the game again, which means your game is still relevant to at least somebody, right? I mean, think Dragon Age Origins and Mass Effect both started on the Xbox 360. The fact that they are at all still remembered at this point is awesome. Like, it's amazing. I'm hoping that maybe we can get some games like that in a Gears of War. Like, even the Gears of War decisions where it was like, do you take the left path or the right path? That made people want to replay the game. I mean, I can't be wrong. Like, I can't be that wrong on this one, right? Like, I feel like everyone can kind of come together and agree that whenever games offer different choices and you can sit down and do different things, people just play the game more, and I think that's awesome. And I can't wait to see what the future of our games hold. I'm really waiting on Mass Effect 4. If you're getting ready, there's gonna be a Mass Effect 4 video that or a Mass Effect talking video that I'm gonna drop, and I'm all over the place in it. I will make a bunch more. That'll be way more on point. I am feeling great. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the app session. Don't forget to check out the Twitch. I stream twitch.tv/John the Yapper. Almost went back to my old name. And yeah, have a blessed rest of your day, y'all. Check out the Instagram and the Discord. Peace out.